ask you tonight, I promise you I'm going to get out of here. Ask you tonight, have you been crossed by someone lately?
Yes.
Or have you been the one to do the crossing? Sometimes we have to establish boundaries. Oh, I can't get help here. So we don't get crossed repeatedly across others over and over again. I gotta go, but I need to tell you before I go tonight, you need to make it right when God reminds you. Yeah. It's no accident you are thinking about someone you are out of sort with even right now. And don't dismiss the convictions. Don't dismiss the conviction ministry of the Holy Spirit at work. And don't try to erase your memory, but deal with the problem. Remembering is the first step to reconciliation. It's God's way of prompting you to be a peacemaker. Initiate reconciliation, whether it's your fault or not. It could be a legitimate right, or maybe it's unfounded. It doesn't really matter if someone has a grudge against you. Follow God's nudge and do what you can to make it right. I gotta go, but peacemaking is messy. It's a hot ghetto mess. Know of someone who has worked hard, Mr. Lecturer, at reconciling relationships and has done all that they can. And they've done the exact same thing with two different people. One individual responded and had a reconciliation happen. And the other one rejected peacemaking efforts. Even when it doesn't work, it's always worthwhile to do what God says. Romans 12 and 18. If it be possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. I just feel like doing that. Verse 24 lays out 4 steps for us to take when we have tension in a relationship. Leave your gift stand in front of the altar. First go and be reconciled to your brother. Then come back and pick up the instrument. These steps can be summarized by 4 words from this verse. Leave, go, be, and come. Leave, go, be, and come. Number 1, let's deal with leave. Leave abruptly. Leave your guilt there in front of the altar. We need to pause in our praise until we're at peace. Y'all ain't saying anything. David figured this out in Psalm 51, 16 and 17. You do not delight in sacrifice. I would bring in preach and talk to God, David. You do not take pleasure, God, in burnt offerings. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. Oh God, these things you will not despise. God would rather have a broken life than a beautiful land. He would rather have a surrendered man or a surrendered woman than money that you you think is yours, but really belong to him. My God would rather have us leave and make peace with the enemy than to live our hands in a fake praise when we're in conflict. Y'all ain't saying nothing, but check this out. God is more into correct relationships than he is with correct rituals. Y'all ain't saying nothing, but I refuse in this season to live in a ritualistic worship. I refuse, oh God, because I can hear Romans 12 saying and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Yeah! I gotta go, y'all. But the second thing I said was go. Go quickly. First go. We're to leave the place of revenge. We're to leave the place of reverence. And go find the place of reconciliation. You can't run to the pulpit until you get on the dance floor of reconciliation with the one that you've done wrong. I'm sorry, Bishop. I'm sorry, Apostle. You can't preach until you leave your guild and go get it right. And if you're an English scholar, the verb tense here suggests an intense effort. It's so easy to think that the other person should take the first step. Notice the word first before the word go. This means first in order of importance. Please hear me tonight. The priority in peacemaking is to resolve everything the right way. Matthew 18:15 says the same thing. Only this time we're told to go, and we've been the one sinned against. I know you deep, and I know you got a title, and I know you holy. Mr. Holy, Mr. Holy, Mr. Holy, Mr. Holy, please, if your brother, that's what the Matthew 18:15 says. If your brother sins against you, go. Show him his fault just between the two of you. If he listens to you, you'll won your brother over. Whether you have been wrong or you're in the wrong, it's always right to do what's right. Ideally, we should run to the person we're in conflict with, because if they're doing right, they'll be coming to us. But even when they don't show, we are still required to go. We can't get no help. But in this, I'm almost finished. In this passage, Jesus does not mention the responsibility of the other person to restore the relationship, but he puts it squarely on you and me. Why? Because our relationship tests our righteousness, and he's not asking us to do anything he's not already modeled or he has already done. Let's personalize the priority of peacemaking by saying this phrase together. I need you to repeat after me. The pursuit of reconciliation is always my responsibility. Look at yourself. Mirror to mirror. Mirror yourself. Person to person, and tell yourself like Brown say self say, the pursuit of reconciliation always my responsibility. Address everyone involved. All those whom you've affected. Avoid if but it may be. Don't try to excuse your wrong. Admit specifically both attitudes and actions. Acknowledge the hurt. Yeah. Express sorrow for hurt one. Accept the consequences, such as making restitution after your behavior. Change your attitude and change your actions. Ask for forgiveness. Request release from the debt that you caused somebody else.